Welcome back, dear students. Today we are learning the last session, that is 12th session pertaining to second chapter banking institutions. In this session we are going to learn the remaining part of the banking sector reforms. The other trends in the banking sector includes a point of sale terminal, telebanking and electronic data interchange. Digitalization. With the rapid growth of technology, digital services become an indispensable part of banking operations as these institutions needed to keep up with the changes and introduce innovations that made services convenient. In India, the initial phase of digitalization began in the 1980s when information technology was used to perform basic functions like customer service, bookkeeping, etc. Gradually, core banking solutions were also adopted to improve customer experience. The main shift came during the 1990s when liberalization opened the Indian market to the global world. Private and international banks, which came into operation, boosted technological changes in the banking sector. Features like online banking, IMPS, that is immediate payment service, RTGS, that is real time gross settlement, telebanking, enabled customers to avail banking facilities from anywhere. Mobile banking. Almost a decade back, even though digital services came into the picture, it was only done through desktop computers, which means the customers must be at home or at a place with a computer and internet connection. But the vast penetration of smartphones created a need among customers to avail banking services on their mobile phones. Cheap data charges also contributed towards the increase in usage of mobile banking. UPI, that is Unified Payment Interface, it is a trend that emerged in the last couple of years and it is revolutionizing the way we pay and receive money. Transaction can be done within seconds using interface. Google Pay and Beam, that is Bharat Interface Method, Government of India are the two major interfaces among numerous other services that enable easy payment even if you are out of physical cash. Blockchain. It is a robust technology that is still in the development phase. Security is a major factor as far as digital service is concerned. Despite technical advances, fraud practices are still a challenge in the digital domain. Blockchain is the answer to these challenges, like the way in which it operates. There is no scope for any malpractices in it. The technology works on computer science, data structure, and cryptography. Artificial intelligence, that is AI robots. Many private and nationalized banks have started to make use of chatbots or artificial intelligence robots for assistance in customer support. The practice is still in its initial stage but will definitely evolve and make the entrance to the general public in the near future. Chatbots are one of the emerging trends that are estimated to grow. Fintech companies or the financial technology is needed a disrupting force in the sector due to the changing landscapes in the Indian financial sector. Many companies have emerged to be a significant part of this ecosystem. Fintech companies specialize in developing technology solutions that help companies to manage the financial aspects of their business, like new softwares, applications, processes, as well as business models. Investments made on fintech companies have increased drastically in the past decade, making it a multi billionaire dollar industry globally. Digital only banks. They operate only through IT platforms which can be accessed using mobile phones, laptops, or tablets. Digital only banks operate in a paperless and branchless model and seem to overtake the traditional system of banks in the future. These banks provide high speed banking facility at a low transaction charge. These virtual banks are an ideal choice for the current fast paced world. Universal banking. All the operations now can be performed in a single step. Electronic conveniences are provided for a busy life. There are various services provided by electronic bank facilities. To mention a few: checking banking account balance, keep track of account transactions, make third party payments, transfer funds, download transactions, order checkbooks, request stock payments. POS, that is point of sale, is making a payment transaction in exchange for goods at that time. The transaction can be done by using a debit or credit card. Every time PIN needs to be entered to make a transaction. Now, the bank will send that payment from the buyer account to the seller account. These transactions are mostly used in malls where people do shopping from their carts. Smart wearable. With the smartwatch technology, the banking and financial services technology is aiming to create a wearable for banking customers and provide more control and easy access to the data. Therefore, this technology is for future retail banking trends by providing major banking services with just a click on a user friendly interface on their wearable device. Demat account, that is the dematerialized account. It is an electronic account to store shares securities. This eliminates the problems regarding payment, holding physical securities or certificates. Demat account is opened by several banks and brokers. This trend in banking helps bank customers to buy shares online. Every investor, that is smaller or bigger investor, can have registration through stockbrokers like HDFC Securities, Kotak Securities, Upstocks, etc. Satellite banking. It is a future technological innovation in the Indian banking industry. Satellite banking is expected to help in solving the problem of weak terrestrial places by connecting the communication links in many parts of the country. Letters of credit. It is a legal document from a bank that says the bank will pay the exporter when the conditions in the letter are met. In effect, the bank is liable to pay the amount to the seller. The issuing bank, that is of the buyer's bank, pays the seller through the advising bank, that is seller's bank. The buyer of goods pays the issuing bank a fee for its services. Phone banking. The next trend in banking is now banks pick up the phone to access a host of bank services day or night. Phone and mobile banking are a fairly recent upgradation for the Indian banking industry. Its channels function through an interactive voice response system, that is IVRS, or telebanking executives of the banks. Biometric verification system. It is essential for security reasons. A biometric verification system is changing the national identity policies. banking services are just one of the many other industries that are experiencing new trends. With a duo or mixture of encryption technology and OTPs, biometric authentication is projected to create a highly secure database protecting it from leaks and hackers. Hybrid cloud technology. The biggest question that the digital or modern age has brought to banking is the need of communicating quickly. Banks need to be able to provide resources across the enterprise in a timely manner to solve business problems faster. Data and personalization system. Technology advances have given banks the ability to analyze and categorize more data about their customers. In 2021, more banks will start to use the data effectively to provide customers with the personalized experiences that customers have come to expect. Data and personalization will become the new battleground for traditional banks and challengers, with customers choosing their bank based on the level of customization and support received through a bank's digital channels. Concluding, in the days to come, banks are expected to play a very useful role in the economic development, and the emerging market will provide business opportunities to harness. Banking in India will become more and more knowledge supported. Capital will emerge as the finest assets of the banking system. Ultimately, banking is people and not just figures. So, to conclude it all, the banking sector in India is progressing with the increased growth in customer base due to the newly improved and innovative facilities offered by the banks. Thank you, dear students. So, there we end with all the sessions pertaining to second chapter. See you. Take care. Bye bye.